Well, hello again, and welcome to another Hyperion morning. You made it to Thursday, everybody. We got over the hump yesterday. Here we are on the back end of the week. The weekend will be here before you know it, and we'll be here to supply some smiles and some positivity to help get you through it. Hopefully, you've got some good plans ahead this weekend, whether it be actually getting out and doing a lot of stuff or whether it be doing very little. Whatever you got going on, we're here to celebrate it for sure. So, what are we talking about on this day? It is Thursday, December 4th, 2025. Well, we received some fun Disney news from Walt Disney World yesterday. Lots of great things coming in the years ahead. Lots of stuff. I'm not going to go through it all here this morning, but I did want to talk about this because this is something that we really are very excited about. You know that we love Once Upon a Studio here. We may have mentioned it a couple times on this show and elsewhere. Well, of course, this was announced earlier, but we got a little bit more glimpse on what's going on with the magic of Disney animation that's happening in the animation courtyard at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Oh, hey, Laquan, good morning. Happy Thursday to you. Appreciate you being here. Anyway, yes, the magic of Disney animation. They're taking the animation courtyard at Disney's Hollywood Studios and kind of returning it to what it was in the past, just more upgraded, new, interesting, fun. Hey, Marianne, good morning. Good to see you here too. Yeah, I appreciate you being here. Yeah, so there's lots of cool stuff coming to this area. And it's been mentioned already that this is going to be tied into the wonderful Disney short, Once Upon a Studio, which we have a love for. I mean, we've talked with the co-directors, co-writers on this show, the co-creators of that short. So that we feel a certain way about that short and are very, very excited for this coming to the Disney's Hollywood Studios, because again, it's a throwback to what this area was originally. And so that's very, very exciting to us. And then we received a few more details about it, including that, they're going to have these areas that are kind of based on the different aspects of the animation process. As you can see here, I'm going to zoom in here. You can look at it. It's going to be story, layout, hand-drawn animation, computer animation, lighting, and effects. And with each of these areas, there's going to be, looks like a character meet and greet at some point. So you're going to kind of learn a little bit about these different aspects and then also get to go in and meet a character within it. And as you see here, this is Rapunzel in kind of the multi-plane camera view. So you can see kind of how the layout goes to different levels, essentially. So this is very, very exciting. We heard Mulan's going to be in a meeting character or meeting people in certain areas. I love it. I think it's fascinating, and it's bringing the animation to life and still allowing you to have these wonderful chances to meet these characters and learn things. It's edutainment, which is some of the things we love with Disney the most when they do things like this. So that's very exciting. If you saw the Disney Parks blog story, there was a quote from someone who we've had on our show before. Yes, Dan Abraham, who you can see in this photo here with one of the Disney Imagineers. That's Danny Henke. Anyways, he said, it's so cool because you're waiting in line to have fun with the characters and you're getting to see a bit of history of the studio as well. It could very well inspire people to move our studio into the future when they join and carry on this legacy that has meant so much to so many people, which is very exciting. And I know we've spoken with other people, not just Dan, but we spoke with James, who you may remember if you've been listening to the show, is currently working on Iron Man and His Awesome Friends, that series. And he talked about how he was the kid going to Walt Disney World, going to the animation courtyard, the original magic of Disney animation, and seeing this stuff happening and thinking like, wow, this is how these things can be made. I'd love to be involved in that. We've heard this story over and over and over again, how it's inspired people to get careers in animation, and specifically Disney animation. And that the fact that they're moving this forward and bringing this back in, it's exciting. It's really, really exciting. So yeah, We're thrilled for this and can't wait for more information about this as we go forward. Just really, really cool. Can't wait for the magic of Disney animation out at Disney's Hollywood Studios. What else are we talking about on this day? Well, today happens to be World Wildlife Conservation Day, something that we appreciate here. We love our animals. We love all our animals, and especially the wildlife. It's a day to remember that we still need to protect them and make sure they're safe and well cared of. And it's great to appreciate them. Disney's Animal Kingdom Park does a great job of promoting that. And of course, yes, helping conserve animals. We come from San Diego as well, the San Diego Zoo and the San Diego Safari Park, which we're planning on visiting again once we get out there this winter. Amazing job, but so many places do. And of course, the people that are hard at work on where the habitats actually are for these animals, that to make sure that they are safe, that they are cared for, that they're, we keep these animals around for as long as possible. So yes, World Wildlife Conservation Day. Maybe conserving or making sure wild animals are safe is on your list of Santa. Well, today is Santa's List Day. Yep, we are 3 weeks away from Christmas, everybody. Yeah, time to get that list together and get it out to Santa, because you want to make sure he has it. He's got to make that list and check it twice, right? 3 weeks to do that. So you want to make sure and get on that list this week for sure. Absolutely. Maybe one of the things you put on your list for Santa is socks. Well, that would be me. And some people like Christmas. I don't want socks. Socks is like the one gift I do not want for Christmas. Me, I love socks. You can buy me socks all the time. I love crazy, funky, interesting socks. Disney socks, Marvel socks, Star Wars socks. Doesn't matter. I love fun socks. Today is National Sock Day. If you love your socks, today is a day to celebrate and maybe wear your funky socks today. I'm pretty much every day is that for me. If you were to see, you can't see my socks. I'll be wearing funky socks. Not right now. I'm wearing my running socks because I just went out for a run. So not funky socks, but later today, I guarantee I'll be wearing some funky socks. Maybe you wear your socks with some brown shoes today. You see some funky socks in this picture. With your brown shoes today. It is Wear Brown Shoes Day, right? Wow, I love crazy holidays. Wear Brown Shoes Day. I was wearing brown shoes yesterday, actually. So I kind of jumped the gun on that a little bit. But yes, Wear Your Brown Shoes Day. What this actually a holiday ties back to is the naval aviators. Back in like World War II, they wore brown shoes to kind of hide the dust that would collect on what airfields were at the time, which was more of, they weren't exactly necessarily the best, paved airfields that you think of now. So this goes back to, I think it was World War II, maybe it was World War I, but one of the world wars, that these aviators would wear these brown shoes. And that's where it comes from. But now you just wear brown shoes for fun. If you have brown shoes, not everybody has brown shoes. I've had brown shoes for a while. Just more fun brown shoes. I don't have any dress brown shoes. They go really well. You can see here, he looks like he's got some blue pants here. They go really well with a blue suit. But I don't have a blue suit. So I don't have brown shoes to go along with them. But maybe I need to look into that. Both of those things, blue suit, brown shoes, for sure. Anyway, wear your brown shoes today is what I'm trying to say in a very long-winded type of way. What else are we talking about on this day? Well, maybe you kick your brown shoes off, get in your comfy socks today, and break out a glass of Cab Franc today. It is National Cab Franc Day. Wonderful wine, red wine, jammy red wine, dark red wine. Really, not necessarily a sipping red wine, but really great with some red meat and some other things. I do love a good Cab Franc. And you usually get it for a pretty good price because, a lot of things like the Pinot Noir, the Cabernet Sauvignon, those are the wines that usually are more pricey. Some of the varietals that maybe aren't the ones that call out to people necessarily. Usually you can get a really, really nice wine for a little bit less money. So just keep that in mind when you're looking to order your wine. For those of you that enjoy a glass of wine, for sure, like we do. Absolutely. Maybe you enjoy a glass of wine on your birthday today. And if it is your birthday, a very happy birthday to you. Here are some of the amazing people you celebrate your birthday with. We'll start with the great Jeff Bridges. He turned 76 today, born on this day in 1949. He's won an Academy Award. He's won a Golden Globe. He's won a couple Emmys. Think about all the great movies he's been in: Starman, Seabiscuit, The Big Lebowski, of course, absolutely, The Fisher King. He was kind of the bad guy in the original Iron Man film. And yes, of course, he's been in the three Tron films as well. Amazing. Love Jeff Bridges. Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to the phenomenal Marissa Tomei. She turned 61 today, born this day in 1965. Of course, going back to My Cousin Vinny, where she made a big splash, won an Academy Award for that. She's also been critically acclaimed in several other movies, including The Wrestler. She was in other movies that we really like, Crazy Stupid Love, The Big Short, which if you haven't ever seen that, it's a really interesting movie as well. And then, of course, in Spider-Man franchise in Marvel, she's Aunt May recently. Yeah. Very happy birthday to Marissa Tomei. Happy birthday to great rapper, songwriter, record producer, Jay-Z. He turns 56 today, born on this day in 1969. He is been named the greatest rapper of all time. That was named back in 2023 by Billboard and Vibe. Yeah, that's right. He is also the richest musician, or at least rapper of all time. He has a his worth is expected to be somewhere around $2.6 billion. He sold over 140 million records. He has 25 Grammys, which is 8th all time. He has 3 Emmys. Amazing. He's actually even got a Tony nomination. He was the first rapper to be inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. And he's the first solo living rapper to be put in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Amazing. What a career. Happy birthday to Jay-Z. Finally, last but definitely not least, happy birthday to Tyra Banks. She turns 52 today, born this day in 1973. Of course, model, TV personality, actor. She started kind of her career. Modeling was where she started her career, but her acting career kind of doing things she was on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She's also been in movies like Coyote Ugly and Love and Basketball. And then, of course, she created America's Next Top Model, was the host of that, created that, and has been, there was also the Tyra Banks Show, many, many things that she's done over her career. Amazing. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to all of them. And again, if it's your birthday, a very happy birthday to you. Bit of shameless self-promotion before we get out of here, get our Thursday going. We do have a new episode dropping this weekend. And this weekend, well, if you know, you know. That's right. We're doing another If You Know, You Know series. This time we're talking about resort hopping. And yes, this is the time of year when you're going to want to do a lot of resort hopping. A lot of holiday resort hopping is amazing. It's an amazing time of year to do that. But also resort hopping is amazing at any time of year. It's one of our favorite pastimes. You don't need a park ticket to go enjoy a lot of Disney and just go from resort to resort and experience. They all have amazing things to offer. They all have great food, great drinks, great atmosphere, because if you know, you know. And we're going to talk a lot about that. Yes, about how you can experience a lot of the holiday fun right now out at the Walt Disney World resorts, but how, no matter what time of year you're coming, how you can enjoy the variety, and how unique and interesting and fantastic every single one of them is. So we're going to be talking about all that. If you know, you know, resort hopping, because if you know, you know. All right, going to get out of here. Everybody have an amazing day. It's Thursday. Tomorrow it's Friday Eve, right? Tomorrow's Friday. Onward to the weekend. You got this. You got this. And we'll be here with you to help support you along the way. And as I like to say every single day, please, please, please keep on sharing that kindness. Keep on sharing that smile, and keep on sharing that positivity. I'll be back with you tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. ish. Today was very ish to do that with you once again. Until that time, everybody have a magical day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.